Alright guys, I'm gonna have to start this over. I looked up and it wasn't in taping and I'm just running my mouth. Okay, Real Housewives of Atlanta. I'm gonna have to kind of throw this in now. Thelma Louise heads to Camp Phaedra from her little whatever thing she did with the pop-up shop and everything. She's giving back to Fenton, Michigan, and the money she raised paid for the children to go to camp for I think 6 or 7 days, and it was for underprivileged children to come hang out and just relax, let go of whatever problems they had going on in life. Also, the trip ended up being a bonding experience for Kenya, y'all excuse me, and Phaedra, because these two, you know, they've had their ups and downs. So Thelma Louise rent them a drop-top convertible and they head to Fenton, Michigan, and they look so cute, you know. Kenya and Phaedra was bonding. They tried to let go of whatever things they've been through in life, and in the backseat she had Lil Twirl and Lil Kenya, okay? She had Lil Matt and Lil Kenya. So everything looked like, you know, it's going fine. And me, myself personally, I was wondering why Phaedra didn't bring the boys. That could have been something great for her children, but I guess she's working right now. So, you know, that's one thing I can say about Phaedra. Phaedra know how to give back to the community. That young lady wear plenty of hats. She might be a lawyer, and it is what it is. So I think it's really cute with Phaedra and Kenya playing Thelma and Louise. And I think Portia was a little bit jealous, you know, because when they showed the ending of last week, she was like, oh, okay, you asked her to go and not me. And she said it several times, and I'm like, okay, Portia, grow up a little. Let's put on some maturity. She displays a lot of immaturity to me. Portia has a long way to go of growing up, and I think she's 35. She reminds me of a little spoiled brat. But anyway, the camp ended up being excellent. These two are bonding. They're, you know, getting over things. Miss Kenya, she stirs the pot, you know, when they go in, they see their room, and Kenya like, can I drop this top and head down to the next little Marriott, because I'm used to sleeping on beds and not cots. And she look over at Phaedra, and of course in her confessional, she's shading the shit out of Phaedra, and I'm like, Kenya, just one time, can you be good and let it go? But that's what has kept Kenya's storyline so popping, because she knows how to stir their pot, and that's what it ended up being, is, you know, why do she provoke so many people, you know? But she's good. She know how to antagonize and shade someone without being physical. She know how to verbally get at you, because a lot of us, including me, we be done popped our ass like Portia, you know. But Portia is trying to work on that. So anyway, the children get up, tell their stories, how they don't have mothers and fathers, how they've lived without, and they thank Phaedra and for bringing them to the camp, because they have a chance to release and enjoy life and do things they've never done, you know. And then also Kenya and Phaedra is doing things that they've never done, and Phaedra really is liking, you know, the camp. So anyway, it moves on to Portia and Ty. I guess he done quit his little job. He said social media is taking a toll on him and his career. So his boss told him, you pick social media or you pick your job. And basically that's Portia or the job. So he picked, you know, Portia. He want him a sugar mama. Shit, she making $700,000, Dish Nation, Celebrity Apprentice, Go Naked Hair. Hey, this little boy ain't crazy. He see money, you know. Sometimes us females have to be careful. We always talk about we want us a sugar daddy, but sometimes you can end up being a sugar mama, okay? So she's very upset, irritated about the choice he made. And she had just recently had a fainting spell, and of course TMZ catches it. And she's like, oh, they say I was at the mall, but I was at the nail salon. Hello, Portia. Was the nail salon inside the mall? I'm like, oh my God, boo-boo, we're going to have to get you just a little bit more of what's going on in life together. So she's not happy with Todd choosing her over, you know, the job. She's like, no, boo-boo, you got to have a job. It's like a deal breaker. And she is really not feeling him quitting his job to come be with her. So anyway, we got Cynthia who shows up over Candy house because she's going through with the closing and getting the right numbers on Lake Bailey. And basically, you know, Candy said, well, when she asked me, can she come over and stay? You know, I thought she was playing. But honey, Miss Cynthia bagged the truck up and bagged it in. And when she showed up, honey, she had her free breed, she had her Fruit Loops, and her toilet tissue, and her everything, okay? She said, bitch, you won't say I stayed at your house and took everything. And she even bought her picture of her baby, her and her baby, so she could put it on her nightstand and feel like she's at home. And Candy like, oh, okay. You know, Candy like, well, come on, boo-boo. Come on, do your thing. So Cynthia bags in and come hang out with Candy and her family for a couple of days. Cherie and old broke ass, that baby daddy, is doing team too much. They just trying to be relevant on the show. And he takes her to a restaurant in Paris or whatever, a restaurant with a Paris theme, and I guess he's trying to win back her love basically. And every time we see Bob sweating like a hoe in church. Bob sweating like he done had about 6 liters of alcohol and it's coming out of his pores, and he's basically trying to win Cherie back, you know. So they having dinner, whatnot. Cherie get to reminiscing about when they in Paris. And she gets to talking about, yeah, you was flirting with a woman and you tossed, you know, the drink in my face and we started fighting and we got escorted out of Paris. I'm like, well, damn. You know, they done had a really, really rocky relationship. But, you know, we all know everybody has a rocky relationship. It ain't just them, it's everybody. So they still trying to work on what they got going on. And it is what it is. Basically, when the women get back, Thelma and Louise get back from the camping trip, Phaedra wants to have a dinner to thank all the girls for their donations and contributions to make her camping, you know, fundraiser such a success. And they all show up. Okay, so Candy, Phaedra, Cherie, Portia, Kenya, they're all at the table, okay? And it all starts on Kenya, Miss Antagonizer. You know, she basically played Phaedra. She played like she was a friend, got a little information, just enough to come between these two friendships. Kenya, she is the master manipulator. You know what? A lot of people don't like Kenya because they say Kenya is a shit starter. But Kenya know how to keep the show interesting. Nene gone. We ain't got nobody who will be ghetto and gangster at all times. But wait, hold up. Candy say she'll take on, you know, the role because she's sick of everybody fucking with her. So anyway, Kenya stirs the pot and tells Portia, you know, I heard that you were going to anger management. And y'all look at the popo over there. He better go and leave me alone. And Portia's sitting there with her big eyes like, you know, what are you talking about? And all the girls, you know, they got Team Phaedra over here, and then they got Team Candy on the other side. On Team Phaedra, you got Cherie, you got y'all, I'm sitting here looking at this popo. He better go on by his business. On that side, you got I done lost my whole train of thought looking at this police, y'all. But anyway, you got Team Phaedra over there. You got Phaedra, you got Portia and Cherie. Team Candy, you got Kenya, Candy, and Cynthia. So they all sitting like, you know, what's up? So Kenya stirs the pot like, what's going on with you and your anger management? And Portia sitting there like, what are you talking about? And they're like, you know, y'all, they all sitting there like, bitch, we setting already, because if you come at us, we gon' do something to you. In other words, we done got permission to defend ourselves. And she like, you know, sitting there like a deer with antlers on her head and trying to play like she don't know what the fuck going on. So anyway, make a long story short, she gets pissed off and mad, and each lady you know, starts to interject and speak about, you know, we think you need anger management because you always running up on somebody, and we don't want you to run up on us. And we sitting over here, we ready. And like Candy said, if you nuck, I'm a book. And Miss Kenya, you say we sitting on ready. So Portia like, you know what? I'm not finna sit here and do this. And Candy, you know, she starts saying something. So Portia go, and here you go piggybacking off of these bitches, in other words, and I don't appreciate it. And why did she say that? Because Candy is sick of these hoes fucking with her. Candy say, piggyback your motherfucking ass away from here, you know. And Portia try to let her know, I ain't scared of you, your motherfucking ass too. And these two going back and forth at each other like, you know, bitch, you want to do something, you want to do something. So I guess Portia thinks like, excuse me, let me get up and get my ass away from this table before I lose my job. These bitches trying to try me, you know. They don't want me here, and I better get the fuck on. So she walks off. So Phaedra jumps up and chases them, and Sheree, you know, and they going about their business. The other three, Team Candy, is sitting there like, you know, we sick of this bitch, and if she do something wrong, we gonna check her ass. And Candy look like she about ready to drag her ass. You know what? And I, you know, excuse me, Team Patty over here, I would love to see, you know, Candy. I want to see can she throw them hands. I want to see, because that time she came at Cynthia and they had to hold her back. She looked like she was ready. I want to see can Candy throw them hands, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. Pray for Miss Tiki, but the hood want to see can Candy be ghetto, okay? So basically, Portia jumps in the car and take off, and I could swear that's Phaedra car. And I guess Phaedra like, bitch, you better come back and get me. So Portia turns around, come back. By this time, all the ladies are standing out there talking. And before Portia shows back up, the ladies are having a discussion, and Kenya is stirring the pot a little bit more. You know, we know Kenya, she got to keep it funky, y'all. She got to keep it funky, 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 funky. So she keeping it funky. And Sheree is like, you know what, Kenya, you always provoking people, you know. And Kenya like, not you, messy boots, bitch. You the one who running back telling everybody motherfucking business. So Phaedra's like, y'all calm down. You know, we trying to do better, especially on camera. You know, we lawyers and I don't know what the rest of y'all, Candy is an entertainer. But anyway, we all trying to wear these professional hats, models, whatever, whatnot. And you ladies get on here, act so fucking hood and ghetto. Let's do better. You know, this is what Phaedra said, and it is very right at this point, at this moment. And Kenya, Miss Antagonizer, drops down to the floor and get the eagle on and do her duck walk up out the situation, and everybody laughing, okay? So Portia decides to come back, and by this time, the girls, Team Candy, is like, you know what, fuck this bitch. And it seemed like Kenya and Cynthia is on Candy's side, you know. But I'm sorry, you guys. Portia has attacked all these young ladies, and it act like she want to try to come for Candy, you know, because of the shit that's going on with the season. So if these two do go at it, I think it's well deserved. Portia should have never, my personal opinion, Portia should never interjected herself in Phaedra and Candy's fight. And it seemed like Candy is just had enough, you know. People don't realize sometimes y'all keep on picking at a person who's sweet. They're gonna unload on your ass. Some people take your kindness for your weakness, and I just think Candy is sick and tired of Phaedra with her little slick shade all the time in her confessions, you know. Maybe Candy needs to go pop Phaedra motherfucking ass. Portia should have never got involved, and I think it wouldn't have went this far. And Kenya, hey, I gotta say, Kenya, you stirring the pot, and you wrong also. It's too many people that got inside one person business, and now it has just exploded to team too much. But you guys, let me get off of here. This is my thing on Real Housewives of Atlanta, and y'all have a lucky day, okay?